Hello, greetings. This is me again. So, Ziyarat Bani Qurayza. 800, 600 people. We don't know the names. Shaheed, martyrs, how he was butchered. Do you see? Did I show you? You see how our religious scholars even lied? The Shia side. See, a person with a sound mind bringing the facts to you. Instead, they've jumped. Oh, not I, Hedri. And how they have, the Shias made this religion beautiful. ज़ियारत बनी कुरैज़ा नाम तक नहीं है उनके, कहाँ से लाएं? Stands to reason, doesn't it, that Yazid and what they were, I mean, I went crazy here saying bad words to him. Lanat to his progeny, Prophet Muhammad, apostle. From now on, I hope the beast, apostle of the beast. Please, if you can see this, the Shias, you know what my mental gymnastics did? What's this? Allah? Iblis? Iblis? So I'm still under attack. My whole body is comping, shaking and shivering. So this may sound boring, but I will go on. Maybe someone can listen to this. It doesn't have to action, fast. It doesn't have marsiyas. Bani Qurayza. Assalamu alaikum ya Bani Qurayza. Assalam. We don't do this nonsense, you know. Braying like asses. Ooh, 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 ooh. Emotionally, every way, how this Muhammad's and his progeny. Beheading, see, level-headed, one side, both sides will not sway you. They will show you facts. You see, in a way, in a logical, reasonable, even I can do it, but just that one thing, if I can touch on and show you. Like I said in the previous video, that you can look at both sides. Both sides. Open the cards. I could have shown you if I knew before. My voice doesn't have to cry like this. Maybe I won't get to the hearts of these Shias. Emotionally blackmailed. I won't emotionally blackmail you. So, this wicked, exposing this wicked. Just a minute, give me some time. Even if I was normal, it would be difficult for me to speak about this. But I have to do it so that if you can come out of this. You see, it's not right. What will it make you? You know, please get out of these filthy waters. Filthy Zamzam. Filthy, vile. Get out of it. If you can see this, my purpose of life been fulfilled. But I'm not like Sajjad Ali ibn al-Hussein, son of Hussein, this time. You know, when Mukhtar, thanks to Jaffar Heretic for reminding me, I read a whole this thing, right, in Karachi. So I'm not showing off my knowledge. I'm just saying I also read it, but Jaffar Heretic cannot put it better, any better. He's really good. He's got subtitles, English subtitles, so we can understand what he's saying. Those who don't know Hindi, Urdu properly can understand English. So please, he reminded us, the heads have gone, yes, Yazid's army's head to this Sajjad that we call Tawa. Ali, son of Hussein, not Abu Talib this time. So heads have gone, and he had halwa, he had some sweets. He celebrated in this, we say, such a dignified manner, Mukhtar. So he celebrated with at least Imam Ali ibn al-Hussein, have some sweet, maybe that Eid al-Zahra we do, Mukhtar. They could be lying to us. That day they remember well. And these 72 names of who? You can't call them Shaheed. See, there's a law there was, probably the courts were better that time. Law of provocation. If you provoke someone to madness, is that person going, even if he gives you abuse, and they did abuse, if you read properly, not listening to these Makdals and saying it's coming from the spirit of so-and-so, the spirit of martyrs. That's why it's not written in the book, Zahra. Oh, good God. You know the spirit. You know the spirit. If you know the spirit, the soul's knowledge, but so they know everything. Okay, they know everything. And this is coming from the spirit of Zainab. And nothing is coming from, let's see if anything comes. Have you ever, at least Dr. Deepak Chopra went into the, God, I don't even know if he went into the Zalim's side and had insights. But he said that every book he wrote about Jesus or Muhammad, he would try to connect with that. Connect with Bani Qurayza tribe. मजलूम का मातम है. अच्छा तो अगर लोगों ये तमाशा, sorry Nadeem Sarwar, I don't mean to target you. You are also one of those perhaps who have been, like us, me, deceived to the very core of your being. Mental gymnastics. Then I go to Imam Hussein. Hussein, the son of the beast, the Dajjal. Allah, I have no words. So, but still I'm struggling and I'm doing this video. Just leave this in the tab. Look, I'm trying to show you deception. Your souls will rot if you, a lady in my mother's relative, caretaker of Imam Barka, all these miracles, water. In the end, you know what I saw? I was like, I couldn't even ask. Like Shika Puvi, my mother's aunt, what is on your head? Miracle, water. Once you, in the Imam Barga, they were the caretakers. What is this on your head? In year 2000, I saw her sitting in Mehfil Sakina, Karadar, just opposite the Imam Barga. Bara Imam Barka, where they were caretakers. Look, we were baptized like Christians. If that was miraculous water coming on us, which it was, and they're saying, you see, we used to do Zor Zor Se Matam those days. There was crowd. We could, Dhakka nahi do, please, dhakka nahi do. Don't push. My voice is not coming out. I will try my best. I'm coming as close as I can. I'm bending down to this phone because I'm so stupid. I should have a higher takia here below. And so here we go. I should be talking, yes. So those of you who are bored, who haven't ever meditated, who don't understand the feelings, let's go together hand in hand in humanity, in feelings. Okay, this is not the style of my... I don't want to go into this. लव पूरा हमारा इमोशंस के साथ ऐसे खेलें कि आज मुझे शर्म आती है कि मैं ऐसे बात करूं. So I will keep a firm. अरे तुम लोगों ने क्या from North Pole to South Pole in us. From मुझे शर्म आ रही है. Abu Shakir, if you can see this, you know why you should run away from this. I don't have words now. Abu Shakir, if I wanted to acquire wealth and have a good life, as you say, I was not obliged to teach and preach to get rich. I would have earned money and got rich by my knowledge of chemistry. No, what morsels? Eid to aayegi na. Eid is going to come. What will Jaffar Sadiq have? He will remember his father, Abraham, Hanif, the upright, Quran ayat, and of course he has to have meat. Arey, maybe these morsels of dates was from the Bani Qurayza, the Banu Nadir. You know, they had gardens, and those gardens he's made for his progeny. अरे morsels अभी खा रहे हो dates, कल ईद आएगी, ईद अल-अज़ा आएगी, ईद अल-अज़ा. उधर नहीं वो काटोगे बकरों को in memory of अभी he probably अरे वो डेट्स बच गए हैं जो बनी कुरैज़ा का कोई गार्डन था, कल्टिवेटेड लैंड ऑफ द जूस, उधर से मिल रहा है इसको, फदक से मिल रहा है, फदक से. बनु नादिर. Look, if you want to remain stupid, you remain stupid, because the Quran also says that you are not responsible. You just convey the message and then see the fun. Who comes and who goes. Jaffar Sadiq asked, do you hear the sound of the movement of blood in your body? अभी अबू शाकिर को कैसा बेवकूफ़ दिखाया है. Huh? How they've shown that he's such a stupid person. Said Abu Shakir, no, I do not know. But does blood move in the body? Look. Oh my goodness. His father, Abu Shakir's father, the Imam, this Imam liar, says that what? Blood. Oh, pearl. Sorry. Pearl trader or whatever he says. Now I look, take the seeds of 10 kinds, see, of herbs and put them in a closed jar with just sufficient water but no air. Would they germinate? No. In addition, अरे बाबा हम लोगों को ये क्या पता? Abu Shakir, if you had any knowledge about the piece of stone out of which you carve an idol. Atheist. Is he an idol worshipper? You would not have denied the existence of Allah. No, I will tell you why he's denying your father's Allah. Your grandfather, great. You would not have, Acha? I challenge the existence of Allah and said, I already shook him up. This Jaffar Sadiq, liar, in my live stream Facebook. Look. Okay, what is he saying here? Let me shake him up. Shake his foundations up. You would not have denied the existence of Allah, said that I have created him by my imagination, and said that I have created him by my imagination. You do not know what a stone is and how it came into being. Today you can handle it as you like and cut it into any shape or form. But there was a time when it was in liquid state. Acha? I'm telling you, I challenge the Shias today. Liquid form. Abu Shakir burst into a peal of laughter. I just skipped some. Was it in a liquid condition before? Yes, it was, replied Jaffar. Now they're showing Abu Shakir to be so rude. Abu Shakir burst into a peal of laughter. Maybe if you were there at Bani Qurayza's time, you would burst into a peal. Cracked. What can you do? We are told Rehana did. Abu Nadir's tribe from. And then Muhammad, that rapist, wanted. Oh, Arey, someone cut him. Arey, Jews? Not one Jew cutting his private part off. Cut his dick off. That's it. And then, the Boris Fatimid. What they do really, they do FMG, what is it called, of their girls. All you have to do is cut his head off and dick. I wonder why the Jews didn't do this. Then you will have no shaitan. Abrahamic religion, this is the worst of the Abrahamic religion. This has Satan's intellect. You know where, I already said this, Sadiq, I'm telling you, Jaffar Sadiq's knowledge came from, you see, we have a clue here. It comes from the Roman, I'm telling you, but you won't believe me. And don't believe me. Of course not, what I tell you. I'm so stupid. I'm doing what this man, I have been his follower, Toba. That's why. See, somewhere here was written where on live stream I came across and I said, look, can't you see that all this knowledge was taken from, when now Jaffar Sadiq talks about Aristotle or, so leave this part, okay, they've made Abu Shakir to see that, for us to see that he's rude. How do you say that? They've made Abu Shakir also rude man. So we will, where were the revelations? You see, Muhammad, al-Baqir, meaning the father of Jaffar, knew that Muslim world would be flooded with books. Here it is. Got it, got it, got it. Look. See. Flood. See, what was their fear? Always fear, always fear. You see the hypocrites, the liars. If we have such imams, do you think truthful? Muhammad Baqir and Jaffar the liar knew that the Muslim world, but it says truthful here, so, would be flooded with books. They already had the books in their hands, with books of the philosophers of Greece and Alexandria. Who burned the library of Alexandria? We are told Umar bin Khattab. Alexandria. You see this? That the Muslims would blindly accept everything they had written. This means they had access. Thus many of the false and fallacious theories would catch their imagination, corrupt their minds, and keep them under total darkness for centuries. Let me just, what did I miss here? Thus many, before this gospel has come out, and that the Muslims would blindly accept everything they had written as the gospel, truth. What would happen to the Muslims? What was their fear? This is my fear now. That you see, they stole. Who have they stolen from? Stealers, liars, pants on fire. Philosophers of Greece and Alexandria, books. Please search this one. Which book is this? Philosophers, greatest philosopher, scientist. Who have they stolen from? What was this Imam and this Imam? Imam Muhammad al-Baqir and Imam Jaffar Sadiq knew that the Muslim world would be flooded with books of the philosophers of Greece, Alexandria, and that the Muslims would blindly accept everything they had written as the gospel truth. This is not the gospel of Jesus. Matthew, the various gospels from the Bible. This is their gospel. They did so much research that today Jaffar Sadiq can speak to Abu Shakir. And when you read this, you will see their stupidity somewhere. The doubt about idol worshipping is the beginning of the worship of Allah. They read these books. You see, when you read the Quran, it is not similar. Where, theories, Abbasid Caliph al-Mansur was, that's why they wanted to, of course, according to their own law, their hands should be cut off. They should be completely beheaded. Baqir, gradually the names of Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, and Ptolemy became a household name, and their scientific and philosophical theories captured the imagination and dominated the thoughts of the Muslims for centuries, actually the Imams. You think I'm lying? You think they do? I think they do. Rotation of the earth around the sun. The Imam refuted theory at the age of 11 that the sun, moon and the planets rotated around the earth. What liars. Aristotle, write a letter to Ismaili Imam at least and say, Imam, what is this and the sun? And Aristotle was a great thinker and philosopher. And write a Ariza, throw it in the 12 verse he has. Tell your Imam, I have for how many? 12 years. From year 2000, when it began on me, Fatima Zahra's disciple has come. Mankind, you Shias, see, mankind did the science of astronomy and kept mankind in darkness of ignorance for 1800 years. His books, Arganan and Physics, are the most precious literary treasures of mankind. Aristotle was a great thinker and philosopher. I just don't know how to read this. Sorry, excuse my reading way right now. The Imam remarked that those two movements were not compatible. When the sun had to pass through the sign of the zodiac in 1 year, you know what they've done? They've given Aristotle that his theory, he said this, and so I'm correcting him, whereas he really said what Imam is saying in correction to him. See, the sun runs on a course appointed for him, and Surah Yasin ayat. the moon cannot. Oh God, it is all stupid. He also announced that the earth rotated around its own axis. Earth, Quran said this. The great scholar Poincare, who lived in the 20th century, made fun of this theory. Maybe Aristotle's theory. When such a scholar could refuse to believe this, how could people in the 1st and 2nd century of Hijrah believe? Baba, they did not believe in that. Sorry, I cannot take this. Earth rotates on its own axis. Your father said this, the Quran said. Please compare what Jaffar Sadiq says to the Quran. Theory of 4 elements. At the age of 12, he rejected the theory of 4 elements of Aristotle and proved that it is wrong. He remarked, I wonder how a man like Aristotle could say that in the world there are only 4 elements: earth, water, fire, and air. The earth is not an element. Allah pata nahi kis बेचारे ग्रीक स्कॉलर से Alexandria से लिया और फिर अपना वो एरिस्टोटल ये कुछ मुझे ये इधर कुछ गड़बड़ लग रही है. Please see this. For 1000 years, this theory was never refuted. Oh, I don't want to read. I've already read it. No, you have to read it. Moreover, oxygen being the heaviest of all other gases. Carbon dioxide. Oh Allah al-Azim. Origin of the universe. The origin of the universe. How was universe created? Tell us. Imam will tell us. 6th Imam of the Shias will tell us. When the modern scientists read this theory, they confirmed that it totally agrees with the modern theory, which has not yet become a law of physics. However, it is the unique distinction that it was enunciated 12 centuries ago. The theory reads as follows. The theory reads as एक तो हमारे शिया पे प्रिंटिंग में खराब है. The universe was born out of a tiny particle. woo, 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 which had two opposite poles. Allah, 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 Allah. Oh my goodness. जय जय शिव शंकर. ईमानदारी से बचाओ, ईमानदारी से. When I read something, Allah, I cannot read it. That particle, I can't read it. Alkama Bata, Alkama, the priest head of the Najran Christians. उस टाइम पे ऐसे ऐसे लोग होते थे कि मोहम्मद का डिक भी नहीं किया. क्या तुम लोग स्टूपिड थे? ऐसे ऑनरेबल एक चाहिए था कि इसका बस अच्छा पॉइजन देंगे, अरे इसका बस डिक तुम लोग काट लो. इमाम अली छोड़ता. अरे 900 को कैसे इन्होंने मारा है, बेहेड किया है. हुए अस्सलाम अलैक. Salutations to Huey. Oh my God. I have to reach out and get some. The universe was out of it. अच्छा, तुम लोगों के कुरान ने बोला है. Look at this. Every hour is better than the one that has gone by. Surah Zohar. And thy Lord will soon give. This is Kausar. Fatima ka Kausar hai. Sune paro. Read Fatima. Kausar aa raha hai. The universe was born out of a tiny particle. Einstein, do you think that I will go insane or something like this? The solar system, astronomers, black holes. The Imam also stated that everything in the universe, including inanimate objects, is always in motion. And I'm getting motions, loose motions. This theory, which was my stomach hurting. Jaffar, his pupil, once asked the Imam, how does the movement of the stars keep them from falling? Stirring pe wo karo. Sling. Stirring or sling, rotating. Contributions in physics. Oh, Shiaz, your Imam. Wow. Contribution in literature. Comment. But don't tell stories, fiction. What is literature then? Look. Don't write what? Literature. Allah. I mean, don't you think on one hand they have said, don't write fictitious stories. Like for example, I sent a story. Like for example, I wrote a story that my principal, why did God make this mistake of sending such a beautiful soul on earth? God couldn't have made a mistake, could he? Could he have been so cruel? He said, Zahra. So I made the story up, wrote it down. Now what the only, Shura, poets, अरे ये क्या हुआ? I cannot. So, what are we going to write? Do you think Lyceum, where Lyceum comes from? La 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 from the Greek, Roman. You think literature? अरे इन्होंने जब ले लिया पूरा और याद करवा लिया, अल्लाह कितने साल लगे होंगे. बस फिर एक इमाम द फिफ्थ फ्रॉम द फिफ्थ इट स्टार्टेड. अब कह रहे हैं कि this time the Umayyad and the Abbasid empire was changing or something, like they were fighting amongst themselves. इधर चांस मिल गया मोहम्मद बाकर को और जाफर सदिक को कि वो लोग इन चोरी वाले माल को पढ़ें, हमें समझाएं. ये सब ग्रीक्स ने कॉम्पोजिशन ऑफ ह्यूमन बॉडी पढ़ें आप. Discovery of hydrogen. Put it back in the Greek. Put it back. चोरी नहीं करो. According to the Western world, the greatest miracle of the Imam was his revelation, Jibreel of the presence of oxygen in the air. मैं आपको पता है मैं क्या कर रही हूँ? To take you out of the चोर खेल. चोरी का माल अच्छा नहीं है. Copyrights infringement. Ideas, contemplation. Aristotle क्या बोलता था? The unmovable mover के बारे में. उनको कैसे पता चला था? See, that's why the Western world has now done so much. हम लोग slaves हो गए हैं. Shias. वो इमाम occultation में है, आ रहा नहीं है. पागलपन है क्या? तुम शिया, तुम लोग पागल हो गए हो, तुम लोग डिसीव हो गए हो. मुझे बस बात नहीं करने आता है. नीट सुल्तान सलातीन और Oh my God. So please get the points and articulate to the Shias. चोरी का माल है ये हाइड्रोजन. The Western world admit now. Western world को भी अभी modern. Hydrogen was very, and water. Oh, water, water में fire है. आग ना लग जाए. सुहानी चांदनी रातें हमें सोने नहीं देती. कहीं ऐसा न हो लग जाए आग पानी में. ये तो हिंदू अभी no this late old movie 70s. Oh my God. They could not identify this gas. They could not have identified this gas and found out its properties without separating it from water. Through the process of hydrolysis, which was impossible without a strong current of electricity, which Henry Cavendish, my school in London, died in 1810. Freakish accident found out. Freakish accident. Okay. French chemist Lavoisier. Parce que, écoutez. Can you listen? What does discovery of hydrogen? Water have fire. Imam saying Who is right now so modern, going underwater, dolphin, research? Where are the Shias and the Sunnis? Where are the Westerners? No, they have not taken from this. That's why. They have taken from, God is giving it to them this time. And we can't steal it from them. Even the Shias can't steal it. What do our ulamas write? Today have they written something, given us oneness in God. You know who? Dr. Amit Goswami, a Indian idol worshipper. One friend of his said, Joel, said there's nothing but God. He was having a look. And he tells people, he was telling, they are so like, हम लोग को तो बोलते हैं छुपाओ अपने, नहीं बोलो तुम किसी को कि तुम्हारी लाइफ में क्राइसिस आया है, छुपाओ. ये बेचारे अपनी वल्नरेबिलिटी दिखाते हैं. आपको मैं कैसे बताऊं? ओहो, कैसे कह दूं कि तुम्हीं से है प्यार. बादलों को कहूं कि पहुंचा मेरा पैगाम. कैसे कह दूं मम्मी कि तुम्हीं से है प्यार. अबे तुम खुद जाओ मम्मी को कहो. Why should she look at the signs? Oh, the clouds, yes, it is, a heart has come. उसको पागल कर दो. मम्मी कैसे कह दूं कि तुम्हीं से है प्यार मम्मी. My principal, ex-principal, Mrs. Munira Gulzar. बादलों से कहूं कि पहुंचा मेरा पैगाम. I'm sending you a message. Just go and tell her. I don't know. You know. Let's see if any cloud passing by telling mommy in sign language, Zahra loves you. Will you accept? You see, I could not tell her because if her heart don't want to see, I don't. It would be like directly telling her, unless if her heart want to see, and if my love is true, कैसे कह दूं तुम्हीं से है प्यार. लेकिन अगर ये सच्चा प्यार है तो बादल भी जाएंगे और वो आप कबूल करें. सर आंखों पे आपका दिल कबूल करे. या चुपके चुपके रात आंसू बहाना याद है. How will my tears go to mommy? देखें आज बादल कैसे बरसते हैं. और तो और कैसे कह दूं तुम्हें. I forgot my Urdu famous, very. It was published in Pakistan. Books. Kids corner. बच्चों का. कैसे कह दूं तुम्हीं से है प्यार. बादलों या चुपके से कोई. अभी अमिताभ बच्चन साहब के. या ये पत्तों की सरसराहट. तुम हो ज़हरा, is it you? या ये पत्तों क्या है, leaves, rustling, wind whistling. The tune, Allah, when we entered the principal's house from Dil to Pagal Hai, maybe some jinn was there. So some wind whistling, the tune of my love. How shall I say that I love you, Mummy? Shall I tell the clouds to take my message to you? Bring. कैसे कह दूँ तुम्हें सहे प्यार? बादलों से कह दूँ पहुँच मेरा पैगाम. Shall I tell the clouds to take my message to you, my mummy? Angels, oh, that was for Miss Tessa. But how can she hear the voice of the angels? This is me and demons. The Shurabians, have been totally oppressed without Miss Tessa. In the end, I wrote like Milton, I later found out in St. Joseph's College. Milton on his blindness. So, on Miss Tessa's poetry, that was in English. The end was great, but terrible for me. How will she listen to the voice of angels? How, O angels, thou that art the messengers of love, Cupid and all, please take this to my beloved Miss Asteria Dessa. I was not coming here for all this, but on the light side, please, otherwise I cannot take these liars. Greek. So if you have any doubts in your heart, it is, what did he say? To Abu Shakir in the end? So this means that I have succeeded in showing the liars. Jaffar Sadiq remarked that doubt about idol worship is the beginning of the worship of Allah. I can prove it to you that this is, I'm not yet convinced. Wait a minute. So how will you know? Wait a minute. This is all nonsense. It was so good I showed it on Facebook live stream once. Now the silence has... No, you need to talk for the sake of Bani Qurayza. Shall I put title here? Ziyarat Bani Qurayza, in remembrance of Bani Qurayza. So the doubt, you see, doubt and all this. How can I? This was someone discovered Aristotle. No, I will show you. See, from existence of God, right? Existence of God. I'm searching and I will show you. If you are in a hurry, this is not for you because this will sound very boring. God created everything by his intention. Even he can create them again with... but he cannot do one thing. God can't. God will not. God will not. God can't. His intention. In his intention, there was no reincarnation. in its intention. Arey, if God is able to do everything, then why Shaitan? Existence of God. The Hindu physician came to him, Jaffar Sadiq. This is from Imam Raza.net website, yeah? They say these prophets, God is the only one and unique creator of everything. But God himself is not created by anyone. Who said God is created? Arey, wait. Before this, an atheist deny. Polytheists believe in more than one God. They deify a number of creations instead of their creator, i.e. God. Some men like Buddha, Rama, Krishna, and some women like Radha, women, Lakshmi, women, are considered as gods. Cupid, Apollo, this is where they stole. This is Roman, Greek goddess. You know this. Cupid, Apollo, Satan. Satan created jinns, angels, imaginary idols, and even some attributes of God are considered as God. अरे ये जो book आपने लिखी है ना book, first I'll come to this existence of God next time. I just to save this because save this in my open it in Chrome. I got, like they say that idol worshipping, neither can it harm you nor can it what? Benefit you. These idols that you have created. Arey. So I said in one video, I said that the words in the Quran, yeah, I mean, they are very, very dangerous and harmful. If you miss, अरे ये फूलों का क्या, so let me sing that song because I cannot complete. Words. You misconstrue words. अरे ये तो idols है. अरे चलो पत्थरों आज मेरे सर पे mountains. पत्थर कोई बिल्डिंगें बनाए हैं, ठीक है, पत्थर ऊपर से आएंगे, आसमान से गिरेंगे आपके सर पे. But if you go near a mountain, avalanche is coming, a storm is coming. ये तो नेचर बनाया है खुदा ने. हमने तो कभी नहीं कहा कि पत्थर आपको दुख नहीं दे सकते. लेकिन फूल आहिस्ता फेंको. टिन 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 टिन. So you see, ये भला कैसे वो करेंगे, ये तो खुद घायल होते हैं. फूल आहिस्ता फेंको. टिन 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 टिन. You see these words in the Quran, what Muhammad has done, and they are very proud of it. One book, one God, one messenger, one wali, Ali, one wali. अच्छा, अब ये बेचारे, चलें ठीक है, ये ना हार्म. एक्चुअली कुरान को देखो तुम लोग, ये ना हार्म कर सकते. कुरान आयत को देखो. फूल आहिस्ता फेंको, लिरिक्स कहाँ हैं? अब देखें. I realized after many years, that's why I have to be slow, because I guess I'm making you also wait so that you value this thing. फूल आहिस्ता फेंको, बड़ी खूबसूरत शिकायत है ये, मगर सोचिए क्या शराफत है ये जो औरों का दिल तोड़ते हैं. दिल अल्लाह बेचारा हुए कि फूल आहिस्ता. किसी शौक को बाग की सैर में किसी शौक को बाग की सैर में जो लग जाए कांटा कोई पैर में, खफा हुस्न वालों से हों किस लिए, ये मासूम है बहकता इसलिए, बस बहकता इसलिए कि फूल आहिस्ता बेगा, गुलों के बरे आप हमदर्द हैं, वैसे कि सॉरी आई मिस्ड इट, कि फूल आहिस्ता बेगो, फूल बड़े नाजुक होते हैं, बेचारी अल्लाह लता जी could have killed me if she was alive. और इवन किशोर ये लक्ष्मीकांत प्यारलाल with किशोर मुकेश है, अच्छा सॉरी मुकेश इज द सिंगर. ये करेंगे, थैंक गॉड आई डिडंट से करेंगे इन इंग्लिश, ये करेंगे कैसे घायल, ये तो खुद घायल होते हैं. You see, an idol will never harm you. But these words that we used to, from God words. You know what? These words can really harm you. You know these ayats, these phrases, satanic verses. That's why I say Salman Rushdie. अरे ये आइडल्स बेचारे अगर ना आपको हार्म कर सकते हैं, इफ़ यू टेक द कुरान आयत, आपको पता है जब इमाम जाफर सादिक स्टोन्स के बारे में कहता है तो क्या कहता है, उसमें क्या लिक्विड, क्या चेंज, क्या ऐसे करके कुछ उन्होंने कहा था कि आई वाज लाइक, why do people, even our Sayyids, they use Imam Ali's stone, you know, aqiq. Why do they wear Imam Ali's stone? That ring he gave to Gabriel, he was wearing a ring of stone, right? Gold or some silver. It has an effect on the body. So you can wear, Shias can wear aqiq, Shias can wear firoza. I've seen Sayyids wearing and coming to my place, wearing aqiq, firoza stones. And they believe in this, that these stones have an effect on your body. Alchemy. वो कहते हैं कि ये alchemy कहाँ से आई है? अरे बेचारे एरिस्टोटल से आई या प्लेटो से आई या टॉलमी से, पता नहीं किससे आई, लेकिन हमने चोरी कर दिया. तो अल्कमी कौन है? अल्कमी एक, ये अल्केमिस्ट ओरिजिनल, हम कहते हैं केमिस्ट. कौन सा मुसलमान को नाम दे दिया अल्कमी? हाँ, चोरी सब किए. अल्केमिस्ट मुस्लिम है. I think Jabir. This is Imam's Wikipedia. Jaffar. Sufi al-Azdi al-Kufi al-Tusi. Abu Musa Jabir ibn Hayyan. Al-Kami. But where does this original name come from? Maybe Ilm al-Mizan. Astrological, soteriological, imamological doctrine of the Shiite. Preserved Jabir. So Jabir ibn Hayyan, Shia Imam Jaffar Sadiq. Baqir. So I don't know. I have to see like what was the other one? Kami. Maybe Sayyidi Jabir. No, the name, chemical philosophy. Jaber's time, Aristotelian physics had become Neoplatonic. By Jaber's time, each Aristotelian element was composed of these qualities. Fire was both hot and dry, earth cold and dry, water cold. Sorry, it's very difficult. You can have elements in nature. So please, Wikipedia. You can go to Wikipedia. I think I think 1 hour has passed. This is enough for me. Thank you so much. Please take time and value someone for years and years did experiments and research. And Imams have, because you don't want to go, and I don't want to go to a Bani Qurayza. And again show you, but I'm now coming forward. I'm not stuck like the Muslims on ayats anymore. And Shia, Sunni, and you know, Nara Hidri, Ali, Haya, Huey, Zindabad, Huey. But you know, I don't want to be emotional like, so I just say it with a faint voice. Thank you so much. I'll come back later.